Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Sparkr, Chris, and I shall be discussing Wonder Woman 1984, the follow-up to the smash hit Wonder Woman, with the same Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman behind Sparkr, I guess, was represented in the mascara in the beginning during the Olympics type event, and the return of Jafar, which is very relevant, Chris, because basically the lead villain wanted to be a genie, which is there's a lot of other reasons why this movie was silly, but that was probably the main one.
Judgy much?
What's up?
You just came right in on the judgment. You didn't.
Yeah, no, well, that's what I do for one. And this movie deserves to be judged.
About to slide in there.
He's not doing that. He just went straight for the judgment.
I thought he was going to do two. I thought he was going to fly. He was like, it's like not safe.
No, it's silly. I can't.
How do you feel, IP? How do you feel about the movie?
Shit, it was an hour and a half too long. Fuck, this movie was like 2.5 hours. I was like, how is this movie still going? It does so much and yet does so little at the same time. I was amazed. But I do gotta say, so positive. The actual superhero stuff that Wonder Woman did was impressive, I thought. You know what I'm saying? The whole, like, when she took down the armored convoy in Egypt, I thought when she was jumping in the air, you saw that in the preview. So that's better. Was there any great scenes in this movie that was not in the preview? I think that's a fair question. And I will say yes. When she ends up flying like Superman, that was not in the preview. But the preview captured her like riding lightning and, you know, doing the whole convoy thing. So I think, and her running, as you see behind me, when she got her powers back. So I thought the only thing added to this that I was like, oh shit, was like that. And yeah, I'm not gonna give her credit for the invisible planes. I thought that was dumb as shit. But just inappropriate as it was executed. How about that? It was just
been appropriate.
Yes. But anyway, how about you, Sparkr? What were your thoughts as you are a fan of the Wonder Woman franchise?
So just so the fans know, I, as a tween, used to pretend to be Wonder Woman. For some reason, the little flash of light and the cute outfit never showed up when I twirled around the room, but I was determined and I tried many, many, many times. So just so you know, not a hater, I'm a lover, all things Wonder Woman. So at first when I saw this movie, I was similar to the first movie, which was cool, but then still there was like a lot of things that disappointed me, as we discussed before. And there's no difference in how I felt about this movie. Really, there were some things that disappointed me, as it did many other people. However, I thought about it more, and it occurred to me that we as adult fans have been spoiled rotten by Marvel and Disney, right? They've been making our cartoon heroes from when we were kids into this somewhere between adult and teenage kind of storytelling that we're all appreciating, right? They have some mature story themes and all this, cinematography, everything you want. That's not what DC is doing. The reason why I'm disappointed by aspects of Wonder Woman is because DC is not trying to appeal to me. I don't think they're trying to appeal to me at all. They're trying to appeal to tween females, mostly white ones, but still, tween females is the audience they're going after, and maybe tween males because, look at her. But they're not trying to do what Marvel and Disney have been doing for the last 20 plus years, which is why, as an adult, when you watch it, you're just thinking, you see all these holes, and you're like, what is going on? Like, why can't they give me what the other movies that I enjoy giving? That's the reason. And I think that's the source of my disappointment, because I'm looking for some more there in many ways. And every time they fall short on her character, they kind of, what's the word? Reduce Wonder Woman's power for the storytelling of these movies. And it disappoints me as a fan. I think that's the reason why.
All right. Chris, what are your thoughts? How did you come into this movie?
So very, very similar to you as a kid. But for me, I was a huge fan of the movie Aladdin. And then I just love what Disney did to the movie Aladdin. And I love the sequel, Return of Jafar. So when I knew they did a couple years ago, a live action version of Aladdin, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one. It has Will Smith in it. I was like, I wanted to see the genie point of view, just like Return of Jafar, with the bad guy becoming the genie. And that's what when I heard they were doing this, I'm like, wow, interesting it being DC, but okay, whatever, Disney, I'll do it. And then apparently it was Warner Brothers all along. But all right, actually, let me be for real though. I loved the first film. I loved the first Wonder Woman movie. That movie actually gave me a lot of hope for DC because I think at the time I forgot what came out right before that.
Probably Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League.
Yeah, I know some people thought it was cool. Okay, I was not a fan of it. Suicide Squad. I was like, you know what I mean? They weren't doing so good.
Aquaman. And then
Aquaman came after.
Yeah, Aquaman came after.
Aquaman came after, but I'm saying Wonder Woman for me started for me to, yes, Wonder Woman and Shazam like increased it, as far as like, oh, I like Shazam and I like Aquaman, but Wonder Woman was the first film of this new DCEU for me to be like, DC is back. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Because I thought it was gonna be corny. Like, I was like, oh, they got the girl from Fast and Furious playing the skinny girl from Fast and Furious as Wonder Woman. What?
A lot of people said that.
Yeah, I was like, the skinny girl. I was like, oh, okay, and I saw like, damn, that it was as I put it, Dave, it wasn't that bad. I was like, damn, that was a really good movie. I was like, holy shit! I was like, I'm actually really enjoying this film. This is how you do it, DC. And then so I was really hyped for this. I was afraid for this film, a couple of reasons. Most of it just being because I didn't think it was going to make that much money in the sense of them releasing the theater release at the same time as HBO Max. So for me, I said I wanted to support the theaters, especially them struggling right now. And I went to the movies to see this, and I saw it in IMAX. That's maybe I should have just stayed home. I mean, the popcorn was great. They showed some awesome previews. I mean, they showed Black Widow again. 50 million time. And I was like, they keep moving that date. Now it's May. It's like, I was like, I was like, okay, see another Black Widow trailer, whatever. You know what I mean? But like, I was so disappointed. I was like, and it's funny, I purposely actually rewatched the first film right before I went to the theaters to see the new one. And it was funny, it still holds up. It only came out just a couple years ago, but I still really pretty much enjoyed it. I just saw it, just 2 weeks ago. Saw it. Awesome. I was like, damn, this movie's awesome. Okay. Went into it, walked out so freaking disappointed. So disappointed. This movie didn't have much direction at all. I mean, it was lack of action, which surprised me. Like I thought the movie started great. The first 15 minutes, like, oh, this is amazing. Like when they showed, young Diana and her competing against the other Amazon, I actually loved that moment. You know what I mean? She kind of trying to cut corners to get up there. I'm like, you ain't hit that ribbon yet or whatever. I thought it was great. It was a way of her kind of going back to the
mascara.
Yeah, to see her mother again. So you got to see her and her mentor who died in the previous film. Forgot the actor's name from from
Gladiator,
House of Cards and stuff. But yeah, Gladiator was his mother. But yeah, but yeah. So I was like, oh, this is a good thing. And I even thought the mall scene, even though I thought was corny, I thought it was a little corny and cheesy. I liked it because it played the little cheesy music. It was like, oh, we're in the 80s now. It's like, do, and you just see the last one like whipping up or whatever. I was like, okay, that's what's up. And then it just progressively just started to get really bad. It just, I felt it just got really bad. I didn't know what direction they were taking this film, man. It had like 3 different plots. Lack of action, huh?
Yeah, 3. Explain the 3 plots that you saw.
Well, well, not really 3 plots. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say 3 plots. This is more like 3 different stories we're trying to follow. We're trying to find the Barbara story with Barbara. That's what I should have said.
So Cheetah's story,
Maxwell's
story,
and then Diana's story, and then the whole thing with her and Trevor and all of that stuff. But the big thing that really concerned me was really more than anything was the lack of action. I don't know if y'all, I mean, many of y'all know this, but like the first Wonder Woman movie, Gal Gadot was 5 months pregnant when she filmed that movie. She was 5 months freaking pregnant when she filmed the first Wonder Woman movie. She was not pregnant in this movie, and the amount of action she did was ridiculously low.
Yes, I have a theory about that, as Jay would say. So I have thoughts later.
Yeah, so I mean, I like the I love the casting, even though they made Kirsten Wiig, Jamie Foxx's Electro. They turned her into Electro, essentially. That's you saw was it Amazing Spider-Man? I forgot which one it was. The
part two, like the second.
Yeah. But I liked what she did with the Barbara character, even though like, okay, now she's supposed to be Diana, really, like her wish, you know what I mean? But I was still cool with it, even Pedro's character, I thought he was cool. It's character wise, I thought it was cool, even though he got some serious issues you got to do when it comes to kids. Him and sons, him and abandoning kids. He abandoned the little green one. He abandons the green one, and no, who's watching the green one? Now who's watching the kid? Who's watching the kid? I was like, dude, you can't no more. I better not see another thing with Pedro in there where he has a son.
Ever. Exactly.
Never, but
he's a horrible parent. Always putting his job.
I had someone like actually look back. I was in the theaters, and surprisingly, the theater was actually, it wasn't crowded, but it was rather full. And I got to tell you, I saw it in IMAX, and it didn't really even the action moments. The tank stuff, it helped a little bit. I liked it. It did help as far as the IMAX version, seeing it on the big screen was great. Like I said, the first scene with the other Amazonians, awesome. But like even the stuff towards the end, the big climactic scene towards the end, it didn't really add to it. It didn't even seem, yeah. But like even with the stuff speeding down and all kinds of stuff or whatever, and then wow, cheer, wow. You know what I mean? It didn't really enhance it. I didn't feel like it was IMAX. I felt like, okay, did y'all just do the beginning stuff IMAX? And then y'all just say, oh, screw it. You know what I mean? Like, it lacks so much, man. It lacks so much. So, yeah, go ahead, Dave. Take it from here, bro.
No, Sparkr, what you got? No, she had thoughts. What's up, Sparkr?
Okay, so I too wish we had more Wakanda. I loved being in Themyscira. It was awesome to see the whole grandness of it. You only get to see one part of the island before, and now you see there's it's islands. There's a lot going on here. And the first 25 minutes of the movie, we could have spent there. Just to talk about for the story for a second, I also thought, as much as I enjoyed being back there and seeing the games, that whole lesson was useless to me. It was dumb. I'm sorry. Okay. Her lesson was supposed to be not to cheat, right? Okay, I understand. She was a young kid, a child really, competing in this game. And one could argue that she just was focused on the win. I wouldn't say it, when you say cheat, it seems like it's intentionally you're trying to deceive. And that's not really what that whole sequence gave us. Okay, sorry. And then
she had to overcome an obstacle. Like she lost the horse, and she's like, I gotta get back to the horse. I gotta get back to the game.
Yes, and she got back. And she could have, as I said earlier, she could have thrown the javelin at the end, still lost because she didn't hit the final gate. It was clear to everybody she didn't hit the final gate. We didn't really need her aunt to snatch her up at the end for us to get that lesson. That was unnecessary. Because the reason why I say it doesn't apply is because she picked up that stone thinking it was a bunch of cheap citrine. She couldn't even read the language of the gods on the inside to know that this was a magical rock, right? Wishing rock.
An infinity stone.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she had like no. So you're not
no damn
cheating.
clue.
She just once again makes the same wish. She always made her mind. She's been missing her man for years. Like there's no relation here. Like there's no intent. There's no like. Okay. So go.
Wow.
No, but I'm serious. Like you want to talk about some of the key issues in the movie? That's one of the storytelling was
all over the place. All over the place.
She didn't. This is Wonder Woman. Typically in superhero movies, you know, the bad guy is the equal opposite of the hero. Okay, so Wonder Woman, daughter of Zeus, bad, and she gets wishing well as is he supposed to be the villain? Yeah. Because Cheetah really is not even that we revealed to us in the last 20 minutes of the movie is, you know, Barbara becomes Cheetah. They have one fight. They're not really trying to hurt each other too much because Diana's not even really trying to hurt her, just trying to get her to renounce her wish.
Yeah. So we talked. So about the lesson, right? I felt again the lesson was unnecessary because if the lesson was you shouldn't cheat, cheaters never win, cheaters never prosper, right? I still feel like she didn't learn shit because she stole the jet from I guess the Smithsonian. I guess like
you in this jet.
No. Like that is theft.
They gave it back. Okay, they brought it back. They gave it back.
Actually, they didn't.
They brought it. It had to come back.
They did not bring that fucking thing back. They stole the jet. Her 66-year-old dead boyfriend flew it with no problem, which makes number 2 no damn sense.
Don't forget the tank. He did the tank too. He did
the tank.
And then he flew a missile. And then he flew the missile that she used her last. Like, like they coordinated that joint.
I thought I was watching
66 years in the making for that. For his life goal to hit that missile.
Bruh, I thought I was watching the last Fast and the Furious movie when The Rock grabbed that submarine missile that was on the ground and he switched it and redirected it with his hand while the car was driving. Yeah. I was like,
but that's different though. See, that movie knows what it was. Fast and Furious, you talking about Hobbs and Shaw?
No, I mean the actual legit Fast and Furious movie. The whole crew was there, and they had they were using cars to chase down a submarine. They were being chased by a submarine, and none of this I'm making up. Like anyway, my point is it was ridiculous. Chris and I are just saying that all that action scene in Egypt was ridiculous. She stole the plane with no kind of hesitation, so she clearly didn't learn that cheating is wrong. That she should have bought the plane because apparently she got enough money to build a whole ranch in the name of her dead boyfriend. Which I don't even know why she did it. And I don't know why we have to keep on seeing it. And then she don't even take him to the ranch. Like I thought maybe he wanted the ranch when they met in the first movie. And this was her way of remembering him because he used to be a farmer or
I mean, if you save money for a long time, you will be able to buy stuff. But okay, I hear what you're saying.
Take him to the ranch. Instead they spend the bed eating Pop-Tarts. The man who flew an aircraft like this was amazed by Pop-Tarts. I'm surprised that he didn't stare at the TV the way Apocalypse did. Remember, he was like, "What do you do?" "I'm learning." Like I thought he would have sat there and watched 1984 TV and been like, "Wow, there's people inside this box and they talk and stuff."
Yeah, I know what they were trying to do. See, and again, because I watched the first film before that. Because in the first film, it was the other way around. It was Trevor's trying to be like, "Hey, you can't show you're showing too much skin or whatever," because it was like in the 1940s.
She was.
So in that film, she was the fish out of water.
Yes.
So what they're trying to do is make it like now he's the fish out of water, and she's trying to show him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the execution of it was just
horrible.
It was not. I did like some of the Easter eggs they threw in there, like with the whole like her wearing like I guess when her and Trevor walked out and she's wearing like that little gray that gray and white suit that she wore or whatever on there or whatever, kind of like she wore that button down, which is just that's what Linda Carter wore in the show. You know, when she's Diana, she wore that. She wore the exact same one. You know, so I was like, okay, I see what y'all did. But then that's kind of where I was like, all right, and I was like, okay, am I now just only enjoying it because there's some Easter eggs here?
No. Yes. That was the important part of the movie was to watch the 1984-ness. And pick out the 1984-ness and then realize what they left out of the 1984-ness that wasn't there.
Like
because
Reagan.
That actually, my sister and I were quite engaged watching the movie Like, no, yes, that's not right. Yes, like
2 years Shack is a thing. JC Penney's is a thing when they're in the mall.
Yeah, they did a lot. They did.
I was like, where's Ronald Reagan and Nancy
they
Reagan?
could have just had Ronald Reagan lookalike in there as the president, because that
like that's who's president right now, sir. Like it made no sense. Like where's Michael Jackson music? But even so, that whole front scene where she's riding her lasso and saving the day in that montage, and she ends up at the mall. To me, that put it like, this is not the Snyder movies. This is not the gritty, realistic superhero movie. This is a campy early 80s cartoon live action something. And I'm like, okay, that's what they're going for. Got it. But then I'm like,
but then it went somewhere else, man. It didn't.
But then it went somewhere. But I'm like, why is she knocking out cameras before she goes?
It was too late.
It's like, too late. Everybody saw you. Like,
exactly.
Like, there's no one who's gonna see this beautiful woman and not remember her.
Did you hear what that reporter said? Did you hear what that reporter said? The newscaster. He said something. It was like, he said, "Oh, there's a mysterious people are saying there's a woman." I'm like, "Whoa, yeah." She told 3 little girls, "Shh, shh." Like, I'm pretty sure someone could do a composite sketch or something. You know what I mean? And then I know you had the big old camcorders back then. You tell me, no, I mean, yes, I know they weren't
actually. Yeah, you had to walk around with your camcorder at all times.
I guess. Yeah.
Somebody somewhere recorded this woman flying around with a lasso. Like that is on tape.
And not only that, it was kind of late with the camera thing. She was whooping their ass, then she took out the cameras.
It didn't make, okay, I agree. Like, it didn't make sense. There were far fewer cameras in the 80s than there are now. So yeah, you probably just would have had to knock out 3 or 4 of them, be done. But it's still, at the same time, it's like, you're in a mall in front of a lot of people. Why are you even bothering with this knocking the cameras out?
Yes.
Yeah. Paranoia. Yeah. To keep her existence a secret.
Barbara recognized her in a minute. Like, what? Just seeing her as Wonder Woman and seeing her as Diana. As soon as she showed up in the Wonder Woman outfit, she was like, "Hey, Diana." Like, it wasn't like she was like, "Oh, who is this?"
Don't forget the first film. Don't forget the first film. She had no problem posing with everyone else. Actually, she saves the day. She had no problem posing with the other group of men or whatever. Now all of a sudden, like, no, I can't have that. It's like, I learned a lot in 60 years. Now I learned like, you know, that this thing, you know,
I gotta keep it in the cut.
They were trying to be consistent with her concern about anonymity that they introduced in Batman versus Superman, but at the same time, it's a little ridiculous when you're in front of several hundred people and you thwarted a guy who dangled a child over the like, everybody's gonna remember the 6-foot-tall brunette who saved the day.
And then like, who's that cute little black girl? Like a whole bunch of cute little black girl with the wink. I was like, is she gonna be something? Is this going somewhere? Like, is she connected to
what would he do? Huh? I didn't understand that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. You just brought, it's something that bothered me too. The whole thing with the little girl over the thing. I'm thinking like a couple of things. I'm like, you know, if there's a bunch of y'all standing underneath that little girl, yes, I know about how inertia works, or whatever. But there's a bunch of y'all where she can't even be. That little girl can't be more than like at least 50 pounds or whatever. You know, if you kind of call her like this, a bunch of y'all standing like that, y'all would have called her. Y'all would standing all around. And 2, what was that guy's end goal? Okay, fine, we all back up. Boy, you gonna just pull her up and then you run and we get you anyway? Like, what? Like, I ain't going to jail.
He wasn't going back to jail. That's what he said.
But there was no that wasn't going to solve anything.
There was no exit. Even his own people were like, drop the kid. Even their own criminals were like, drop the kid, dude. We got standards.
Break and enter, not attempted murder and kidnapping. These are 2 different crimes.
Hey, yeah, that's right. We didn't sign up for this.
Exactly. I signed up to steal stuff and sell it later. That was our contract.
So let's talk about the Super Stone, the Infinity Stone of wishes. When she finally read
the magic lamp, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. With the magic lamp, when everybody just touched. So let's get this straight. So they take it to the museum. Some guy happens to touch it and says, "Man, I like a cup of coffee." Because 2 seconds later, coincidentally, somebody walks in and drinks a cup of coffee. Now Diana and Barbara are like, just let me hold this thing. Let's just see what happens. And Diana's like, I wish Trevor would come back. I'm just saying, I haven't had sex in 66 years and I can't do it with anybody else. And then Barbara's like, I just needed somebody to look at me so I can take off these glasses and stop.
I was actually okay with it.
Misfit, excuse me.
I was actually okay with it. There's a lot of things I had problems with this movie. That one wasn't one of them. That was not one. What I mean by that is like
that one. What one?
The wish thing. He said the wish thing looked realistic.
Wishes.
Okay.
Don't do a wish. No. I do think that like when the homie got the coffee, that I don't think they really believed it. They were like, oh, it's just think about it. Any office, someone might bring in coffee. Like, you know what I mean? So they were just kind of chalked it up to that. But you know how, I mean, clearly, okay, I can see that you don't do that. But if someone like gives like the little Buddha, like the little Buddha thing to say Buddha's for good luck, sometimes people will just have it or whatnot, or they close their eyes real hard. They'll try to do, you know what I mean? So they don't think that necessarily get, and I think that's what that was. That's why she didn't say. That's why Diana didn't say it out loud. And then Barbara was. I think Barbara
was pulling an old nighter. She was in her office later, you know.
Yeah. So
and made a wish. Like it wasn't.
She immediately saw that and said, I'm going to make a wish now. And then Diana, who is an Amazon, who's lived for at least 100 years, has fought gods, is like, I'm going to make a wish and see what happens. Like,
well, that's actually, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. You're missing it up a little. She didn't even think it was real. She made the wish because she wishes for the same thing all the time, which is
so she touches any random thing and says, I wish I had my man back.
Yes, she's walking around all the time wishing she had her man back. That's the prevailing thought in her mind. That's why she never says it. She just picks it up and smiles because that's all she's always thinking.
I was about to say, yeah. I see, and again, and that's why, just like Stephanie said, like seriously, I was okay with her wishing that.
All right.
I thought that made sense. My only problem is, it's been 40-something years, fam. Get over it. Like I'm sorry. Like y'all only kiss. I watched it again. I watched the first film again. They kissed one time. They kissed once. He said, I love you. As you did the whole Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers thing.
They had sex.
Yeah, they had sex, dude.
Huh?
They had sex.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was implied. It's a PG-13 movie.
I'm sorry. Yes.
They got the draws.
Right. I keep forgetting. I'm used to actually seeing it. And
my fault. Yeah. I get you, man.
But
still get over it. It's been 66 years.
Like sex one time and then like, when I love you, and she's caught up for 40-something years.
66.
No, 40. Years. No. This was first one was in the 40s. This was 84. It was in
the 20s.
Was it in the 20s?
Yeah. I looked it up. It was 1910. Not because it was World War.
Was it really? Was it early? Are you sure?
Yes. I thought it was in
the 1940s.
No. They were fighting World War I, not World War II.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because there was a lot of German shit in it, so people thought it was World War II, but it was actually World War I.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's a comment. But both of us are saying the same damn thing. Get over it. Like, find somebody else. Like, shit. Like, go out there and just go on a date. She like, no, it's like Amazon's mate for life. It's like once they actually have sex with an actual man, they're like, this is it. Like, I'm like, all the books she read. Remember when she was like, I read so many books and you can have orgasms without even having a man. Now all of a sudden she's like, fuck them books. I need a man. Like, I'm like, go out there and experience some life. Even Trevor was like, what? Even he was like, are you serious? Like, I would have left you as soon as get a couple of years, I would have moved on. But apparently you like, this is it.
Okay, so yeah, she's immature and stuck in her ways or whatever. I get it. She wanted her man back. She wished for him.
And then he quantum leaped into somebody else.
Can I just one additional thing about these wishes? It seemed to me, everybody's going to disagree, that she was the only one who bore a consequence.
We will disagree on this.
She wished for her man. She loses her powers. Some of the themes in this movie, just as a woman, and I'm not going to get on my woman soapbox, but some of the themes in this movie just made no damn sense. She wished for her man. She loses all her powers. What did Barbara lose? Barbara's wish was to be more like Diana.
She lost her humanity. That's what Diana said.
It's whatever makes you the strongest the most is what you lose.
Yeah,
and it depends on the level that
The only person who showed us having a real consequence was Diana.
Well, Barbara too. They show Barbara. They show Barbara. No, because remember, Barbara lost control.
Barbara, it took her 50% of the movie to figure out what everybody else realized in like that long. My wish was granted, and it took her another 50% of the movie to say, "Oh, okay, I get it. Diana must have superpowers because I have superpowers."
Oh, you mean you mean for her to do the wishes? You mean?
No, the first wish, she makes her wish same night. Diana
does
her wish same night.
Okay.
Later, but the same night, Diana gets Steve. What was it? The next day, the next evening when they go to the gala, and it takes Barbara the 50% more of the movie to finally realize.
Again, that's not.
She goes to the White House.
She all of a sudden became attracted. She wanted to be the center of attention. So immediately,
she didn't realize that was her. She didn't get it. It took her. I'm saying we watched it happen, but it took her a long time.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No. I see what you're saying.
What did she lose? Why? And it just seems like Wonder Woman was the only person who really lost something.
You don't agree with it, but Diana said you lost your humanity. She became like heartless. Like that. Supposedly that's what she lost.
Yeah.
The Egyptian. It was much more clear once. Huh? I know that, but it's still what the movie said.
I still think it's a big deal. So and it's funny you say that because you can also say that Gal Gadot, like what Diana is a fine, attractive woman and very smart. Why does she necessarily need her powers whenever she can get any man or want? You could say that, just like I could say, what's the big deal of her losing the other girl losing her humanity? Some things are more of a bigger deal.
Yeah, like multiple degrees. She was good looking. Now she had confidence and she was smart and strong.
No, and she was also whooping that dude's ass like crazy. She whooped him like crazy. Like she's like, leave me alone. Told the homeless dude like,
so what that's your friend. That's my whole point. Is like they show losing your humanity. Why? Because she's not Mrs. Nice Girl anymore. That's not losing your.
To your point, they should have shown more. You're right.
Yeah, like she should
have. She used to be. That's what she lost.
You should have heard somebody that she actually used to like somebody who.
You're absolutely right. Okay. I'll say that. To your point, they should have showed her being more of an asshole all the time. They should have showed her be more of an asshole or do whatever. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but now that we talked about her whooping that dude's ass, first off, I want to first say why is it that every dude in this damn movie why are they all horn dogs and they're all chauvinists? What the hell? They're like, yeah, girl, come over here. Like, I was like, damn, all right, Barbara. Everyone's a horn dog in this movie. Everyone's a horn dog. And then this one dude in the park just happens to be everywhere or whatever. It's like, hey, you better slow down.
The bad place for him to be that second time.
That, Chris, what you identify, it happens in every woman superhero movie.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. It happened in Jessica Jones. Everywhere they went, everywhere Jessica went and her mama went, they always ran into some kind of asshole dude that had to get beat up for saying some crazy shit. It happens. It happened in Captain Marvel.
It wasn't. I don't think it's but it wasn't so blatant as it was in this one. This one literally, everyone like someone walking the wall and then someone's doing a cat call like crazy. And I'm like, damn, like, and it's funny because then I rewatched the first. I was like, they didn't do all this.
It really did happen in the 80s. And two, that goes to some of the I guess you could say one-dimensional themes they had in this movie. I mean, I wish I was tall and beautiful like Diana. Her height didn't change. Her looks didn't change. She went and bought a dress and some shoes.
And
she was
already
smart.
She didn't need glasses anymore.
She was already. These are all things she could have acquired on her own. She was already smart. She already had a great figure. Like, literally, it's not like she lost 50 pounds or something.
She just took off the frumpy clothes.
Why did she
took off the frumpy clothes and went to a boutique and bought a dress?
Yeah, my question is, why did she get to have two wishes?
She didn't.
She had two wishes. She said, "I want to be like Diana."
I will see. They gotcha. So,
you're saying that was technically it went back to one when he became one. Is that what you're about to say?
No, it's not about to say that. He figures out pretty early that when someone makes a wish, he can extract a consequence, right? He can extract payment. So he used the payments that he was receiving when he granted all those wishes to turn her into what she wanted to be.
So are you saying he used credit for like?
Yes.
Oh my God! He will use wish credit.
She only got one wish. It's not.
He got wish on layaway.
no, I trust what you're saying, but that's
me. Okay, I'm sorry.
I gotta fade out.
Now he's out. Now he's out. Now he's out.
Because
it's not my story. I'm just saying that's what I got from watching it. She didn't get 2 wishes, right? She got 1 wish, and then he like gave her the.
Maybe because she saved him in the White House.
She saved him in the White House.
That she was like. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, well,
I hope for Warner Brothers' sake that you are wrong, because damn, that would be horrible if that's the case. Like they wish credit, like that's what they use was wish credit.
I don't know either. I did okay. So going back to having this villain who's not really a villain. Okay, I realize they're talking about the greed and the obsessive pursuit of things of the 1980s or whatever. But at the same time, okay, what was that? You or my sister said, he's not a villain. Okay, he's not a villain. There's nothing in him. He wasn't even really trying to take over the world. He wanted all the power. Okay, he got all the power and influences. Everything he asked for wasn't really like Thanos level.
I know, right?
Villain. Yeah. What's that got to be Thanos level?
Well, he wasn't trying to take out. He wasn't trying to kill a whole bunch of people. Nothing. He didn't want to kill anyone. Actually,
no, he didn't want to destroy anything. Yeah. He didn't kill anything. He didn't want any of that. Like
he just wanted to get his bill. He just wanted his bills paid. Like he was past due.
Which he got the next day.
Once he became the genie, they don't explain why his health was being diminished, and he felt like he had to grant wishes. And then it became, if he didn't grant wishes, like he was going to die. Like he physically started to fall apart until he started granting more and more wishes. And I'm like, that made no sense.
Exactly. If you remember from that scene, as he starts to grant wishes to the world, he says, "And I will take your strength. I will take your vitality. I will take your long life." So
then why did he just stop?
Getting things
back like that's the thing. Like
I don't know. That's the thing.
All he had to do was one wish. Why didn't he just do one wish, and then his eyes would be in a little cloudy or whatever, and just be like, "I wish I was the king of oil." That was it. And then that would have been it. That would have literally been
again. That would have been the end of the movie. Apparently,
that would have been the end of the movie. So he goes.
I was expecting really. It was just I just felt like, for the second time, they chinched out on the villain, and it just diminishes Wonder Woman, the story that they're giving us in the process.
Yeah. They should have showed the god that created the stone, because she goes through this whole story that's the god of mischief.
Not all gods are good. Isn't that what she said? She said not all gods. Like when she dropped it, the way she dropped it like it was Gandalf that was holding the ring. But no, Frodo, you must drop it. It was like, I must not touch it. He's like, this is made by a god. I'm like, oh, it must be a god that she knew. It's like, not all gods are good. And I'm like,
it would have been nice.
Really?
It would have been nice if we
really
had a few minutes. Give me a flashback.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Where we could have seen. I thought when we went to find this, we spent time finding this Mayan dude living in a shack somewhere to read his grandfather's
classes. He's giving classes.
And Barbara are super geniuses. We did not need to go find someone to tell us the story. These bitches research for a living. Like,
yeah.
I thought in the end, the God was in him, and he was gonna turn into the God. Like once he and then she was gonna have to fight a God. I was like, oh, okay. So he's turned when he took over the Star Wars level TV receptor, and he was like, I control all TVs, and I can reach out to all around the world. I was like, he's about to go viral.
You know what that reminded me of? You know what that reminded? All right, so all y'all watching this, y'all, if y'all are big fans of Dragon Ball Z, y'all probably noticed this. This was straight up, okay, in Dragon Ball Z, when they heroes need they need to take out a bad guy, they have to get the energy of the world. The only way they typically do is either they do, like they mentally talk to every person, or they have a TV camera like, guys, put your hands up, do whatever you need, say yes, I'll give it to you. And then the guy gets the damn energy, and then they take out like this. That's what this shit was. Really? Yes, to take out the bad guy.
What the fuck? You're
Dragon
right.
Ball Z. It's called a spirit bomb, because you use the people of the earth, and that's what this shit. This damn movie was freaking. This was Aladdin meets some damn Dragon Ball Z meets Quantum Leap meets like a whole bunch. Question for you. Speaking of the whole Quantum Leap thing, real talk. Real question. What is what Diana did? Is that technically rape?
Rape?
Is that rape?
Let's have this conversation.
Like, is that rape?
You know
That's
how
rape.
many articles I read and comments on videos?
Yeah.
I read articles and comments and videos of people concerned about that guy's lack of choice.
Yes.
He was gone. Okay, let me explain to you. Okay,
what?
Steve came out of nowhere.
What?
He took over his body.
Stop.
That guy wasn't there. Stop it. This is not real.
What you just said.
That's like every person that blacks out when they're drunk.
Thank you, Spark. Thank you, Chris. What you just said was his lack of consciousness gave up his lack of choice.
No,
exactly
actually, what I said was he wasn't even in his body anymore. That dude was not there.
So basically, what Stephanie's saying is, if you're in a coma, then it's fine.
It's cool.
Like whatever.
No,
it's cool.
Actually, what I said was that guy, his spirit, all of that wasn't in his body anymore.
But that was his body.
That was his
body, and he came back to his body.
He came
back.
That
was unconsensual sex.
That was unconsensual sex.
You're right. You're right.
Steve Trevor took over this man's body as
actually, Steve didn't do anything. He said it was dark, and then next thing I knew, I woke up in this bed. Steve didn't take over.
Okay, so Diana, knowing good and well that wasn't Trevor's body, had sex with this man.
Because this dude walks in and she's like, "Who are you?"
I don't know you, but once I see inside of you, I'm getting this. And I'm like, so then you got to ask the question. I mean, so biologically, this wasn't Trevor, right?
Nope.
So I'm saying, so even that should have been like, this ain't what I remember. Like, it could have been.
That's a horrible wish.
What's up?
How's that? That's a horrible. That stone sucks.
She didn't wish for Trevor to come back and be in somebody else's body. She wished for Trevor, and the stone decided to do what
that's that bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
That stone is a piece of shit. I would have, that's a cheap ass stone.
That's what I'm saying.
She didn't say, "Hey, and this is how I want to get it done, and I want to steal some other person's body." She said,
Barbara got the real. Barbara really got the real shit.
She got legit. She got
what she wanted.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you remember when they showed the watch unnecessarily? Like the watch started going. Trevor's watch.
Yeah. That thing's broke. Well, didn't it break in the first film?
But the point is, like, somehow the wish brought it back to life because somehow that's connected to Trevor.
The watch.
Yeah, the watch that broke when he killed himself and shit. Like she kept his watch for 66 years. But it started working again once he came back to the.
I didn't even notice that.
It's
a point, Chris, right? They made a point of showing you this watch, right?
Yep.
Well, I thought when she came home, he would be alive, wearing the watch, maybe butt naked, because all he got is the watch. And then they're like, "Oh shit, Trevor!" And she's like, "Oh, my wish, because you in my house, not some random condo down the street in DC, and I gotta go find you, or you gotta come find me." Like, what?
Okay,
I love.
So I think we all agree that the way they brought Trevor back was lacking. She didn't wish to take over somebody else's body. She wished for her man back.
Yeah,
that's not what she got. That's not. She got a man. She got a man who had some.
I guess they tried to do like Shrek, just like in the movie Shrek. Like Shrek was like, oh, Princess Fiona's like, oh yeah, I know you don't look like a princess, but and I know you now look like a ogre like me, but it's what's inside of you. That's the message. So it's like, don't cheat. So it's like, don't cheat, even though that's exactly what she did.
Yes.
Don't cheat, and always look inside someone. Even if they don't,
before you take advantage of them,
and take
well, that was mutual sex having.
You know what I thought was very convenient.
Third party. What's up?
At the very end, when like the guy, when he's now like back in his own body, he wears the exact same outfit that she wanted him to wear. I was like, hey, none of his friends come looking for him. No family members, no coworkers. Nobody says, "Hey, where the hell you been?" You know they were fucking for a few days. Like they were in that room for a while. Like no one comes checking on this dude.
Okay.
Yeah, what was that? It was about a week or something.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
About a week.
I thought they only had a day and a half together before they went to go figure out the mystery.
Nah, I think it was a few more than that.
It was a few more days. Yeah. Because it was going through them Pop-Tarts a lot. She's like, I don't want to leave this room. Like once she started getting it again, she's like, I don't want to leave this room. But then let's talk about the flying, right? So
Which part? Are we talking about the jet flying, or are we talking about the whole?
Okay, let's do the jet. Let's do the jet
because they were both dumb as hell.
Fuck, right? So let's do the jet. So once again, she stole the jet, so she did not learn shit. Then she's in the jet with her dead 66-year-old dead boyfriend who's flying the jet. Then she's
no problem.
Hold up. Then she's like, I made a cup disappear. Fuck it. I'm gonna make the whole plane disappear, even though we got radar tracking you, but somehow that stopped being a thing. What?
Okay. So I think you're being too literal when you say invisible jet. I think invisible jet literally means untrackable.
No,
Stephanie.
No, it's a bull. Especially you should know better, Stephanie. You are Wonder Woman fan. You know damn thing what Wonder Woman was known for. She had that damn invisible jet. And that was supposed to be a big old thing for comic book fans. That was
saying like it. David is saying that just because she made the jet invisible, they should still be able to track her on radar. And I'm saying invisible meant untrackable. You can't.
No. My point is though, I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. That's what I'm saying. Because like you don't go from a cup to a jet, and then on top of that,
if you
the final battle
during any of the Star Wars movies, you know that lifting a rock is the same as lifting a ship, is the same as lifting a Star Destroyer. Okay, it's all the same. Star Wars 101.
And then she said she did it once. My thing is she made a coffee cup. She said it was like she did it 40 years ago or something. I'm thinking like, wouldn't this be awesome if you could have done this for like a lot? Like he said, why would you only try it once? Because like I don't want to do it again because I lost it. Oh no, I lost my coffee cup. Like, but because
what happened in the movie, they like fly back and then she loses it because she doesn't know where it is.
I think I saw.
Are you talking about the plane? She forgot. She didn't know where to push it.
Forgot where it was. Because we don't see it again.
They got done taking out the convoy, and she goes, "Oh shit, where did I put the jet?"
Oh no, you know what? No, they did that because of Zeus. That's right. They were saying because she's the daughter of Zeus. They said because she's the daughter of Zeus.
Yes.
Just like Zeus, because Zeus did one thing, even though it almost, I guess it killed. They said with his final breath, he made the island.
Yeah, they're scared to disappear. That's right, to protect. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a cloak or something.
But I'm saying when she fast forward to the long ass end of this movie, and she's flying into battle, she don't think, let me go invisible so these motherfuckers don't see me, because as soon as she gets there, they start shooting at her.
Because she can't. You know what? I thought about that too until I realized until she said about the cup thing, she wasn't able to. I don't think she was able to bring that jet back. So she made herself invisible. Like, oops! Oh shit!
That should have been in the movie. They should have landed the invisible jet, and you only see their bodies, just like the legit cartoon. Then they get out the jet, and she's like, and Trevor's like, "Well, where's the jet?" She's like, "I don't fucking."
I would have walked out. I would have walked out of that movie. They did that, and then I just showed them like, just like stationary, like they're. I would have, I know I paid like $10 for that movie. I would have walked out. I would have walked my $10 ass out of that movie.
So Sparkr was talking about like diminishing her power, so Trevor can look useful. So like when they're going after
go ahead.
When they're going after the Egyptians, right? Like again, like you said, she needed him. Like he was on the armored vehicles. Like she was shooting the rocket because she finally got shot and she was hurt. And they were like, well,
but to be fair, they tried to make both her and him to be next to each other all the time in the first film too. They did do that a whole lot, but
it was stupid.
But I hear you
because she's Wonder Woman. It's like in Endgame when again Captain Marvel has the glove and all these. It does the entire.
He's like, it says there's other planets that's hurting too. There's other planets that are hurting too.
Oh no! Remember, she has the glove.
No, I'm talking about the end.
The most powerful person in the universe.
She
can assist. Maybe go up 200 meters. That's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe she wasn't about that life about to snap. Maybe she was like, I don't know. Like my mind's somewhere else. Like I just got drunk earlier today. I could be like on Thor level in the sense of like you give me the thing. Who knows what the hell happened? I might have some like it might be raining chocolates or whatever because that's what I was just thinking about earlier. It
made no sense. I'm just saying it made no sense. Like Trevor was unnecessary, but you got to make him necessary. Just like Batman, when you got God level stuff happening, Batman needs to sit his happy ass down. Like this is Wonder Woman stuff and Superman stuff, but Batman got to look useful. So they're like, okay, how about you shoot the grenade filled with some kryptonite and do a little bit against Doomsday, so you look like you did something. But let us actually handle this work. Like, but they're like, Trevor needs to be there. He's the man. They have to work together. Like, I was like, stop it. Like, I was like, it's easy.
I love how every time she got shot, it was always a graze. It was always like, graze. Like, no one knows to shoot. Like, just shoot. Like, shoot. Oh wait.
I think that was supposed to represent like she was losing a step because she would be able to dodge around bullets before, and then she just wasn't able to. I think that's what that was supposed to be.
I guess, but like you doing with Secret Service in the White House, like how you not all shot up like that? Like I was really like they ain't no amateurs. They ain't no damn.
Well, I mean, but they're not superheroes either.
But she's losing a step. By then, she really lost a step.
Really lost the only thing she had left was the lasso. That's the reason why we had the whole lasso scene in the White House, because that she knew she wasn't fast enough to
take down Barbara. I mean, Barbara was beating her ass. I mean, once she took off the glasses and she was like, I'm beautiful now.
Hancock. That's the other movie you reminded me of. Hancock.
Yeah.
So I gotta know. I gotta go away from you in order to get stronger.
That's right, dude.
Like Will Smith jumping out the hop. That's what that was like. I renounce my wish.
I did. Oh, bruh. Let me tell you what pissed me off about this scene. Right. I'm really gonna skip over the fact that she started flying. I'm gonna let that go. That the power.
You do that. I will not.
But okay. But the fact that she started flying like Superman, right? And she's flying for a while. Like it's like I'm like, oh, she's heading out to go get Max. Like she's going to get the villain. No, she's still in DC because then she lands to go get that stupid suit that she didn't need so she can get back in the air and start flying again. I'm like, you were riding lightning. Like you were riding lightning for a while, and then you start flying. How you didn't even get out of DC? Like you didn't clear DC airspace. Like you still here.
Okay, so
where's the military?
I'm trying. I was really okay. They actually closed the loop on the military. They did real quick on there. When the president wishes for more weapons, then the Russians get upset because they see the weapons pop up. They didn't know it was there, so the Russians decide they're gonna go into countdown to attack. So the military is preoccupied. They closed the loop for you on that. Like they did that.
I'll give you that. Okay.
I'm really trying not to, I'm not, you guys know I'm not a feminist per se, and I'm trying not to go on a feminist rant here, but again, Wonder Woman gives up, renounces her wish. It's all emotional. I'm so sad. She can't even be there when Trevor fades away. Okay, I got it. All right. And then she goes to fly, and her flying is once again linked to the love of this dude. Like, it would have made more sense going back to that not stupid, it was actually cool, Themyscira in the first 15 minutes, if maybe that was her reward for renouncing her wish, like it would have been, if you tied it back to the stone, it would have made a little bit more sense than tying everything to Trevor. Because as she's learning how to fly real quick, it only takes 5 minutes. It's Trevor's voice in her head talking about like
and wind.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, like Wonder Woman's power. This islands of women power. That's where she comes from. And then they spent 2 movies tying everything about her to
the man.
Yes,
that's right.
I'm a little so
about no man.
Point, she didn't. It was like they just showed her conveniently fly when like you had other DC films, including Aquaman, where like you saw him like with his mentor, I guess when he was younger, him like kind of swimming in the water, and then Shazam, where he's like take 15. Him flying, and he flies in the building. Even if they would have been funny, she tries to fly, she flies into a car or something like that. Yeah, I would have been straight with that. It was just all of a sudden first time at it, first time go. I'm a daughter of a god, bitches. Like, get on my level, ho. Get on my like. I was just that I was like, really? And then I had to think about it. Did she even fly in Justice League?
No.
So this is 1984. Conveniently in Batman versus Superman and all this other stuff,
she got how to fly.
She said, you know what? I don't feel like flying.
In Batman versus Superman, she's like Superman is in the original comic. She takes those giant leaps and bounds, but she doesn't fly.
As she did it at the end of Wonder Woman, like when she went to go save some type of day or some shit. Like she's standing on top of that building, she like leaps
down. Yeah.
And then
so we better get a Wonder Woman 95 or a 94 or 95 where it shows how she
I just need you to Bring it all the way here, 2025. Yeah. I need you to be the 21st century.
No, I say 95 because I need her to lose her ability to fly and being able to do invisible for me to understand that BS. Like, even when you were helping out, was it Superman with the whole kryptonite thing? Like, you could have made that shit invisible if that's the case. If you knew that 1984, like, I mean, nothing.
You can only do this one time. Okay, you get one time, one shot, one kill.
When your man is there, Trevor wasn't there.
Exactly, it's all about Trevor.
Right? So even to this, in defense, even to this though, in Batman v Superman, which made me completely upset. Everything Superman did was for Lois. Yes. He's in the middle of fighting Doomsday. All right,
like, literally,
and he's like, he was about to punch the shit out of him. He said, Lois, let me stop. And like, no, bruh, like, we need to handle this. Like this woman got her own self killed. Like, can we focus on saving the world?
I concede it is not sexist of them, because you're right. Everything Superman does is about Lois. Like you said, was it your first video? It might have been your first video where you took issue with the fact that
Superman killed that African dictator with no problems.
Because Lois was in danger.
Lois was there. He heard her in
so they're consistent
continent, and he flew to that woman and was like, you grabbed my woman? He's like, I'm sorry. Let me show you what I'm about to do. He pushed that through 2 walls and then went home and had sex with her in the bathtub. Didn't even skip a beat. Okay.
Right. Okay. So then, all right, I concede it's not just Wonder Woman they're doing this to. It's just a DC thing.
And then too, the fact you say Marvel's so great. Marvel did the exact same thing with its heroes. When the hero is by themselves, they can literally save the world by themselves. Thor was so strong with his hammer, he killed all those ice giants by himself.
Yes.
He created a tornado and destroyed the destroyer that came to kill him by himself. But when the crew comes together, he's like, oh shit, guys, you need to handle this. Like, we need to do some work.
Yeah.
Thor should have killed Iron Man and Captain America when he fought them at first. If he was really scared and didn't know who he should have killed them very quickly, and that would have been the end of the Avengers. But all of a sudden, Iron Man can stand up to fucking Mjolnir. Like that's not real. There's no way.
This movie sucks so much that we somehow got to Marvel. This is how this is how bad 84 is. It's like, we said, screw this movie. We're going to start talking like no, and I don't have a problem with it because just so.
I will say two things about the ending of the movie. One, Barbara doesn't renounce her wish.
Exactly.
I see her again. Her first wish is to be like Diana. She ends up getting all of Diana's powers, and that she never says, not one time. And we see her at the end, they give you like 2 seconds, which is kind of silly. You see her off by herself. She doesn't renounce her wish. So I expect to see her continuing to whoop up on some ass in the
next. That's very true.
I mean, that's
finally, last thing for me at the end of the movie, I was thrilled to see Linda Carter. I'm sorry. And then I went online real quick because Iron Panther over here is talking about filters and retro, aging. Nah, bruh, she looks like that. She is just still an uncommonly beautiful woman with intense blue eyes. I went and checked. That was really her. I was really cool to see her. And it's just nice when they give.
I'm not saying it was a Mark Hamill deep from before. I'm not saying it was that bad. I was with that extreme, but they help everybody out. I mean, they help everybody out.
Yeah. No, I thought it's crazy. Other than like the beginning of the film, it's crazy to say, but I thought that was the best part of the film, was like literally the post, not really necessary post credit, but mid credit. Yeah. I thought seeing Linda Carter, bringing the Astria thing back, I thought that was pretty dope with her or whatever, kind of saving the kid or whatever. It kind of went on too long. The whole woman was there, like, who are you? Like, who are you?
Yeah, that was just kind of cool. That was just cool.
Yeah, I love how the kid. Can we talk about the worst mother in the world? Is the one who we did not see, that had to belong to that kid's mother, who's like, oh, it's your weekend. It's your weekend. So you want to leave the kid in the office?
Said that.
So
did say
people said I was racist. People said I was racist because I was like, no, because this is what I said. Yes, you said, David, why you didn't see the kid? I was like, how did Maxwell get that son? And I was like,
I said that doesn't matter.
But I said we needed to see the mother, and I was like, because what you said was why I said, how is the relationship so bad with his mother that he would rather be with Maxwell, who treats him like shit? but somehow that's better than what he's got going on with his mother.
I was fine with the mother leaving him. It was just, my thing is, you let him by himself, and not only that, the first time we saw the kid, he wasn't by himself because guess what? The other boss was in the room in there too, if you remember. So I'm like, whoa, so you left him in there, and I'm thinking, why isn't this guy like at least calling security saying there's a damn kid all by himself in here, like in the office, other than what, just for me to tell him it's over, Max, just for you to leave, like, huh?
I don't know,
like
it's kind of,
and then the kid getting all over into all kinds of adventures. I thought I was watching Baby Day Out, like there's a tank coming, the tank is almost hitting him. I'm like, this literally is Baby's Day Out. This movie is 5 movies in one. That's what this damn thing is.
Wait, but how many movies did you name?
Yeah,
man, a bunch, man.
Because you have Return of Aladdin. I'm gonna try to get this right.
Return of Jafar.
Yeah.
Your Quantum Leap, Dragon Ball Z. What did I just say? Baby's Day Out.
Baby's Day Out. What time for that?
And then there was another. Oh man.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say it. So with the whole every man is a piece of shit. Like let's just talk it up to Jessica Jones, because everywhere Jessica Jones went, she went into some man that she had to beat up because he was mistreating women, either her directly or some woman around her.
They didn't make every man in this film piece of shit.
Well, I'm saying, but no, Chris is like,
I don't know. There was a lot though. There was a lot. I would even say
wasn't a piece of shit.
I'm saying, like he said, everywhere Barbara went, there was some man catcalling, you know what I'm saying, being inappropriate. Like, you don't see that.
Even when she was looking at slides or whatever, and the cop said, "You sure you don't need it? You sure you don't need my help?" Like, yeah, he wasn't gratuitous, but come on, you know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, damn, like, really? Like, I mean, yeah, you can see a fine woman, but they I mean, I get it. Yes, they talk somewhat different in 1984, but like, come on, really? Like, they were all just like.
It's on purpose, Chris. It's completely on purpose. Every time they have a woman lead in these type of movies, they will run into at least one, and
I didn't see more than Captain Marvel. I did not see all this in Captain Marvel.
Go back, Captain Marvel, bro, because she did it. She did it, and she beat
I'm gonna tell you this. I bet you I don't see this in Black Widow. Bet you will. Granted, the cast is probably 80% women, but still.
Bet. We will say on this bit, no, bro. This is how much I'm confident in this.
So in 2022, when Black Widow finally comes
2023.
We will address this. Will there be asshole men in the movie?
I say this, Chris. I will pay for your IMAX ticket. If I will reimburse you, because I doubt it'll still be COVID, and for some reason you'll still go, and I won't. I will pay you. I will reimburse you your IMAX ticket if in Black Widow you don't have at least one, probably two.
See, you can find at least one in any.
No, I'm telling you. You'll know when it happens, when it's unnecessary, when it's just women walking down the street, some guy oogling them. It will be her and her sister walking down the street. They will run across some East European man being an asshole. They're gonna have to beat them up to show we're strong women. It will happen, just like I said.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't happen to Black Widow on every. No?
Huh?
Okay, America, this is the bet. Iron Panther versus Chris.
Yeah, I don't like this. He said one. He said one, and then the very first time we saw Black Widow, period. Well, in Iron Man 2, and then we saw him again in when she was being tied down in Avengers. They made those snarl remarks.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like she was truly. I'm not talking about danger. Like there was unnecessary.
I want to make a wager that it's going to be on this level of Wonder Woman. If it's going to be like Wonder Woman. Oh yeah. Oh really?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. Do you agree it was in Jessica Jones? Do you remember seeing these kind of characters, Jessica Jones?
Is it a Marvel character?
I don't think Jessica Jones.
The Netflix Marvel show.
So we're still talking about Marvel.
I'm just saying it's been done and will be done again.
No, I'm just teasing you.
I don't think Black Widow. I'll bet you that Black Widow won't even be on the same level of either Jessica Jones or Wonder Woman.
Okay, America. Chris has laid his side of the bet down. Yeah, will not be on the same level.
Stay with us.
It will be on the same level.
Stay with us when we have our grandkids with us.
When it's airing,
will not be on the same level as in Wonder Woman. So check back with us in 2022.
Yeah.
When the movie finally hits the big screen.
Yeah, because it's probably going to get delayed next year too, right?
Yeah. Either one of you interested in seeing Wonder Woman 3, which is already in being green lighted?
It depends.
Okay.
What would depend on what?
Yeah.
Well, one, Nubia could be in it. I'd be happy. Ooh. Two, I'd be real happy. I'd be like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, they established that there's black Amazonians.
So yeah. Because she won the contest.
We could spend more time there. I would like to see more of an actual superhero versus supervillain heads up situation. I would like to see her go against somebody that is at her power. None of this feeling shit anymore. I'm sorry. Women are just, shocker. We're not all just about the feelings. Like, I would like to see.
I would argue though that
superhero movie.
I would say that Cheetah. Screw the version they did for this movie, but Cheetah is on Wonder Woman's almost just about on Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she's her biggest rival.
That's fine, but this particular Cheetah, they weren't nemesis, right? She was just a woman who, and I can appreciate personally. She did pretty good on that whole I want to be apex predator, and then next thing you know, I'm like, okay, all right, you did all right. Some people didn't like CGI, whatever. But that's not really her enemy, right? Nobody in this movie really did anything that bad, right? So Cheetah's hasn't even been established as a bad person. So whoever they choose to be the enemy, I just wanted to be a superhero,
true villain, a true villain.
Yeah, that reminds me. I love how conveniently everyone in the world understands English. Apparently, they all understand English,
and nobody.
They all renounced their wish. Sorry, that woman who won $1 million.
A 3-year-old
knows the consequence.
Nobody wished for world peace. Nobody.
I said that.
I know, but you didn't say it right now, so I said it.
Dude, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm just agreeing with you. I'm like, nobody did that.
Doesn't that mean everyone would have to renounce their wish?
For what?
Like in order for him to stop his.
Yeah. They want you to believe that Wonder Woman's lasso.
So you want me to believe?
So Wonder Woman lassoed him to talk to everybody in the world.
She lassoed the world.
How what they were doing was wrong. So they all renounced their wish, except hopefully for the one person who wished for world peace.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. Are you saying the lasso compelled them to renounce their wish?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
So if you watch,
if this is true, what you're saying, if this is true, then this movie is worse than I thought.
You already said that. You already said that earlier.
That's again. Right. She lassoed him. He was sitting on the platform. You know what I'm saying?
No.
There was a moment when they showed or something, and there was the light was coming out of this. She lassoed the world.
Yeah, I thought that she was just showing Max how her words and what the feelings, but it was really she was touching the rest of the world.
I got for my insanity. I got to do it. I got to get
watch it again.
I got to get a second opinion. No, I gotta.
Watch it, man.
I hope not. Are you? She lassoed the world.
She lassoed the world.
Ew, no.
Remember they set it up. They're like the lasso doesn't.
Wait. But the lasso only makes you tell the truth. That's all it does. It doesn't make you
No. She says the lasso does more than just make you tell the truth. It also shows you the truth. So she can tell the story of Astria to Steve, so he could see it. There was a whole thing. You were getting popcorn or something. It's fine.
Well, what the hell? If I asked for $2 million, what is you showing what happened to some damn woman in some random world that I didn't even know even existed up until literally 10 seconds ago? All of a sudden,
is that what you'd wasted on? $2 million? I mean, honestly, Max Lord's plan to become the wishing stone.
Well, I mean, that one woman wished just $1 million, so I just upped it to $2. I did a Bob Barker. I was like, $2, Bob.
Like, you wish for more wishes, and you can't wish to be the genie because phenomenal cause.
Yeah, right. I thought he was going to turn into the crystal. Like, if you want to be the crystal, you're going to turn into the crystal.
Very convenient for him that was like, I don't know why he took a huge risk with that wish. I could have gone anyway.
They didn't go through the thing what you're talking to, which was he researched it. He had some ancient scroll that told him how to manipulate the process. He was the first person in history to ever figure out. He's the first one ever thought of that. Well,
no, he wasn't the first. The Mayans and all those people that can't remember, they did their research. They were like, oh, this is how the Mayans
No. What they said was they would not renounce their wish. That's what they said. Like they couldn't let it go. They couldn't let it go. They said that's what it was. And that was their demise.
That he had been researching the stone for quite some time after. This is kind of the messed upness of the storytelling. They tell us that after we watch him become the stone. So after he makes his wish, Diana and Steve, right, end up in his office.
Yeah, going through his shit.
Yeah, that they tell us that after the fact.
Yeah. And that's how she read the inside of the crystal holder thing, and that's what she's like. Oh, this is from the gods. This is
the language of the god.
Like, can we see the god? Like, is God coming back? Like,
it would have been
God.
Yeah.
Not all
Again, they spent time. They spent a lot of time on some things, and they spent no time on other things.
I barely even saw her. Like, you didn't even want her. Like, all the time she was always with Trump. Like, I needed more action. I needed more than just that tank scene. That tank scene.
It wasn't just a tank scene,
dude. She was 5 months pregnant in the first film. I'm gonna keep saying that. 5 months freaking pregnant.
And she put on like 15 or something pounds of muscle to get some more Amazonness to look like Wonder Woman for the first movie.
For the first,
she was, as you said, skinny in Fast and Furious.
I mean,
I mean,
I would say the movie's so long, the action's so spread out, you don't see all of it. Like, if it was a shorter movie, like an hour and a half, you would be like, wow, bam, 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 bam. Like, the action would have been more compact.
No. When you saw her,
this is just DC storytelling. I mean, or Warner Brothers storytelling, and they're really not trying to appeal to us.
Her riding the lightning was awesome. I thought.
I thought that was horror. I thought that was corny as hell, bro.
Dude, I thought that was.
I was about to pull up my corny. If one of y'all would have brought that back up, I was about to pull up my corny background. I might even. Nah, it's kind of late now. I just kind of killed it. But like that really. First off, okay, like you can't. How's it grab on something?
I know, right? Let's not get into how this works.
I thought it was so magical. It can loop around a very small
lightning bolts,
bullet. And even a little bit of a bullet, a small bullet, like
that's that bullshit. That's right. That's right.
That's like almost get that pew. Like how
could why
she have a freaking? She has a tiara. She thought she used a tiara for everything in the first film. Why is she only using it for cameras in this one?
That's also very true. That's also very true.
I mean, there's also no sword.
That's also true. Where's the God Killer sword? Like, she totally forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, did it break? No, it broke. I thought it broke.
She had it in Batman v Superman. I mean, you're right. It did break. Yeah, but she had it in Batman v Superman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She did. She had the sword back in that movie.
Yeah, because she makes a point of saying.
I don't know. Maybe after 1984, Bruce was able to bring it back.
I've killed things from other planets before.
Yeah. They said this is not from this world. She says this is killed things from other.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So all right. So so that was after 19. So that's why the third film. Yes, I will see the third film because we're gonna see her doing some crazy space shit. You know, we're gonna
go back and get that God Killer sword. She's somehow that's gonna cause her to lose her ability to fly and make shit invisible. And she's gonna be like, you know what? I'm tired of being in public like I've been in the last two my own solo movies. I'm going back into the background so nobody knows who I am.
Are they
like people know who you are now? Like. You're Wonder Woman. Like, everybody knows that. They saw you on TV around the world.
Are they doing a Justice League sequel?
No. Snyder's trying to get that Snyder cut done. And if I'm assuming if it makes enough interest, maybe they'll do one for HBO Max.
So we'll see the Wonder Woman sequel, hopefully with her. We'll see that before we see a Justice League sequel.
Well, I mean, and we're also getting Suicide Squad. And they are going to have that Flash movie. You know, they are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they dealt with a lot of delays. So the Flash is already happening.
You got Black Adam. You got
Black Adam. Shazam is already. They're already doing.
Yeah. So I mean, to your point, I mean, like, but again, I think now they got HBO Max with COVID and everything. If they can make this 4-hour Justice League movie, you know, they get Snyder that much money to like expand it. It's the entire movie. Like, there's nothing cut. Like, it's gonna be the entire shit. I heard it's like 2-3 hours, if not 4.
Like, I wanted to kind of bring this up, to you guys. One of the things I want to talk about in the video is the fact that it was on HBO Max. What is your thoughts as far as if this was a smart? I mean, yes, I know we didn't like the movie, but is this a smart play to have a big budget film and release it on HBO Max? Because just like I predicted on Christmas Day, and I went to one of my torrent sites just to check, literally within, not before 9:00 in the morning, there was already a screener 4K quality bootleg copy online of Wonder Woman 84, just like that. And I was like, damn, I understand what they're doing with these movie theaters, and I understand that they're trying to get stuff to HBO or whatever, and like trying to get money that way. But like you doing that, okay, you're gonna do that with Matrix now. You're gonna do that with the new Dune movie. You're gonna do that with the new Sopranos movie, Sopranos prequel that's coming out next year. You're doing all this. Is this? Do y'all think is this a good idea? I guess I need to see the numbers of Wonder Woman first, but something tells me it's not going to be that high.
It was 100 million. They made 100 million worldwide off of so far. So
that's pretty good.
100 million worldwide is not good, bro.
No, I'm saying. Well,
100 million is good here.
I think it made 100 million. I don't think it's worldwide because I think that's a separate market. Like they're still trying to get to China and shit, but at least made 100 million. The budget was 200, but you still, I mean, so if you cut out advertisement since it's all on TV, they don't spend a lot of money of promoting it. So I mean, I don't know what their motivation is. I think it's like they just didn't want to
wait it, bro. Like I've been saying before, y'all heard me before. I get it. They have to make them. They got to wait, but they just need to wait. They need to do like what Disney is at the moment is kind of doing, and just wait. At least for the big budget films, it's different.
I actually think that this was a good move. I don't think they're going to lose out as much as people think on the fact that this was a big budget film. Hollywood is in existence to make films. They're not losing anything. Is it to sit on film that you have in the can that's already ready to go that people want to see? That just gets people back, coming back for more. So I actually don't think they're going to lose out on much of anything releasing these films online as well as in the theater, having nothing to do with COVID. COVID was a forcing function, but they're back to work. And that's what Hollywood is about. They've got to take this money they've already spent, sunk costs, get money back so they can get people back to work making movies around the world.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they just stopped. I'm saying this movie should have waited until more people got to the theaters. No, I'm not saying
they don't get anything out of their investment until
I don't think they're barely getting a scrub with this, man. I'm like, that's my point. It's like when that pirate version
movies in Hollywood don't make money.
I don't know a single person that went on Facebook and said, "Hey, I got HBO Max so I can get Wonder Woman." Not a single person. It was either you already had it or you knew someone had it.
So again, this is anecdotal, but I'm saying like my coworker, like that's exactly what he did. Like he said, I got HBO Max to watch Wonder Woman 1984.
And what
downloaded Disney Plus on July 3rd and 4th just to see Hamilton.
Yeah.
Those are not the people. Those are the people, some of whom, like Iron Panther here, downloaded Disney Plus just to watch Mandalorian.
Yeah, I mean, but Disney's also like $10, for example, right?
And then canceled it.
Yeah. So again, Chris, that's truly as a whole the video, because like you got to talk about all the different movies, like they're coming out in 20 this year, you know what I'm saying? And then like
maybe people will do that for Matrix. I guess when Matrix comes out, they'll do it for that movie, I guess.
I mean, Warner Bros. Seems to be committed to this plan. You know, saying like the other studios.
I challenge y'all, and I say whenever Black Widow comes out in theaters, that movie. I mean, or if it sticks to just theaters, not do the whole theaters and Disney Plus or whatever, and it's just theaters, it's going to make great. It's going to do great numbers. You know what I mean? Like Black Widow was supposed to come out before Wonder Woman. For the Wonder Woman,
theaters, some things aren't even open. It's not even an option. Like it's
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying if you waited like Disney is currently doing.
But I think you're comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah, here. Man. Yeah,
Disney War Fest. Warner Brothers War.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers ain't no damn like Cinemax or anything like that.
Yeah, but they don't have Disney money.
Disney money, man.
No, but Warner Brothers got Warner Brothers money, which is still good money.
They don't have Disney money, bro.
You don't have to have Disney money to still be able to do your Warner Brothers. You still have Warner Brothers money to be able to hold out. You're doing Matrix and doing you don't need. You're doing Jurassic Park. Clearly, that's not Disney, but those movies made this almost $1 trillion industry for Warner Brothers.
And they're going to be well positioned to make trillions of dollars as they get their people back to work this year, and pump out movies in the next 18 months.
Assuming COVID does not keep all these theaters closed, like it wasn't that they're like, fuck it, we got HBO Max, we'll just do that. Like there's theaters that can't open. Like it's not even an option.
I feel like what everyone needs to do. They need to do what Disney Pixar is doing is like have an animated film as a backup, because here's the deal. That's the only way you're going to really make money, because for one, it doesn't cost you shit to make like the Cruise, Soul, What was the other one? The Trolls movie. Doesn't take you that much. You might have to pay the actors the who's voicing it, but whatever. Again, you're not showing their face, so you only have to pay them so much, But you're making money off of that. They're not doing so hot with these live action films when they spent like so many hundreds of millions. They're barely breaking bait. Mulan, they're still struggling to get that money back. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not going to be necessarily a win-win situation, but I'm gonna tell you where you definitely will lose, and I feel like this is it. Again, 9:00 in the morning, there was all kinds of 4K free versions because all these people did not want to pay for HBO just for that. Yes, your friend is an exception, but I didn't see a whole bunch of your friends doing that. Either they were like me and already had HBO, who already had HBO.
Like me, already had it, and I was like, "Hey, I got it for free."
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be for real with you. I ain't gonna pay no damn like 20 or whatever dollars it is just to watch some damn Wonder Woman. You know what I mean?
It's included. So
yeah, man, it's included, man.
It's included.
What?
I don't know what cable service you have.
Yeah, no. I guess my point is, if I didn't have HBO, is my point. I'm saying they didn't get anything out of it. If you already had, if you already had one HBO, you're not getting much out of that as far as you making money.
If you're a guy, you're not getting anything out of it because I'm already paying for it. To your point, I guess. I'm saying so. Like, just like Disney Plus, like I'm already paying for it. So like, if they were like if for some reason COVID gets so bad that all the theaters shut down, there is no option.
No. I mean, but that's the thing. It was proof, and even this is why I didn't. When the moment that they said the vaccine was coming, I don't know why they said, okay, we'll just push it till the end of next year. Okay, you know what I mean?
I understand your point, Chris. I don't agree, but I understand your point.
I don't agree that theaters will be back at the end of this year of 2021.
Do I believe that?
Yeah,
to full capacity.
Well, not, but enough where all of a sudden they won't be doing like tenant numbers.
No. It's like the viruses are, again, this is a whole video, but the virus is already mutated and shit. Like this is turning into the flu, and there's no way in the world they're gonna have a vaccine where the government feels comfortable to be like open whatever. We will still no. This will be like this.
I just say then I guess these companies just should start doing make some independent films. Don't cost you that much money, so. Don't be focused on these Jurassic Park number 9. You know what I mean? And,
that's silly anyway to me, but
I mean, like, just shit like that, another Matrix film or whatever. Just like start doing some smaller ones that actually win Oscars for one. You know what I mean? Just shit like that. And then, because like this next year, I mean 2020 and 2021 is not it. It's not it.
I
sucks.
We'll see where it is in June. All right, give it 6 months. We'll see where it's at, and we can address this issue in June. By then, Black Widow may or may not be out, and we can figure out.
No, we established 2023.
No. All right, guys. So wrapping up this video. Thank you very much for the wide range of discussions. If you're still watching,
Marvel's the best one. When we talked about Marvel, that's the part I like.
And we will see if Marvel makes a comeback. With all the COVID and how Phase 4 does. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And you can like on the video, you can comment on this video, you can share this video. Did you like Wonder Woman 1984? Which Wonder Woman did you like better? Did you see
the theaters? Because there was a lot of people in my theater.
Did you see people in the theater? Who do you want to see in part 3? Do you think they're going to do more team ups, kind of like to do the Marvel concept that after Avengers, every Marvel movie had at least 2 heroes. There was nobody was by themselves. But if they get the heroes together and they figure out the actors and the vision for DCEU, maybe they do try to do that. Maybe the new Batman is going to be, once that gets out, maybe you'll see the new Wonder Woman with the brand new Batman.
Trevor, maybe Trevor will be Batman. You'll be Trevor. Say, babe, I knew you come back.
Chris Pine will quantum leap into Robert Pattinson's body, and then she will finally have the relationship with Batman that she's supposed to.
And then she realizes, like, wait, Batman keeps getting his ass kicked. Oh yeah, because he's not smart anymore. He's just a pilot.
More likely, she gets tired of being away from her home, Themyscira, so she decides to hand the mantle over to someone else, and she picks up the mantle and is Wonder Woman in this part of the world. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I will take 5% of the gross.
That would be interesting. Maybe for like 4 when she has to move on. Like they probably do like the standard 3.
I always wait to the last when the
I don't know if I like
last
that
season of the show to add the black person to it. No, I want to see.
I don't know. I feel like that would be too much. And same reason why I think it's a little much what they're doing with 007, and the same thing I think is they're doing too much with Thor, the next Thor movie. And
you mean they're following the comic book with Thor?
Nah, I just find it convenient, but
that they're following the actual comic book.
No, just the convenience of the in time.
That they're following the actual story of the person who created it. You know what? We can discuss this. It's okay. We have a
Miles Morales
Chris that he's wrong.
We will discuss this on another video. But I do appreciate a lot of discussion when any of these things actually get greenlit and we're moving forward with like Spider-Man 3 with 150 Spider-Man in it. Then we can talk about this. That's gonna be a lot of spider. You know what, guys? Let's save some of this for WandaVision in a couple weeks so we can like get.
When does that come out?
Huh? 15.
January 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming COVID don't get so bad that somehow TV's affected, but yeah, January 15th is on there, and then we can work that out. Anyway, guys, bye.